What's up with it, man? White Boy Lockdown Radio back with another one. First time here, smash that sub. Let's go ahead and get Team White Boy Lockdown Radio up and over 10K. Check out the join button below to become a member. And shout out to all my members. Crisis actors. The difference between what you see now and I guess I should say the difference between Summer Wells case, Gabby Petito case. Okay, you have majority of the same people out there covering this. There is a big difference in these two cases. Okay, location. When you look at Ben Hill Road, you see woods, dirt roads, and space in between houses. When you look at the Laundry, what was that? Wabasso Avenue, you see house and house and house and house. Countless times I walk down that street and I would show you the ruts that people would make when they're parking and the people's, down there by the gutter. Okay, city versus country. Okay, you have, say what you want about the Laundry people in general. Okay, but one thing you can't say is that they were on any type of narcotics, drugs. One thing you can't say is they didn't have money. They're successful people, no matter how you think about it. Look, personally, I don't love the Laundries. I think everybody knows that. Okay, but I can't sit here and assassinate their character or put them in places that they're not and make them do things that they aren't doing. Okay, when you look at the other side of the coin, you have a lower income family here. Okay, in the Wells. Okay, you have the Laundries are owning businesses, assets, have boats and whatnot. The Wells, all their kids are in CPS. It's probably government assistance. I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. And you don't have the same, it's a completely different comparison, apples to oranges. Okay, you have a lower income type of person, you have people that are possibly on government assistance, just a different thing in general here. Okay, some of the things that you are seeing go on right now never happened out there. Never. Okay. What is happening here is something strange, and I want to talk about it. I want to go on the record, something I've never discussed. Okay? Myself, I've never signed a non-disclosure when I took my wife and decided for my community to get involved with the Gabby Petito case. Never was non-disclosures, NDA, discussed. Nor would I ever sign one. Okay? For the record, I never sold interviews to the media. Okay? I took part in protesting and breaking people. However, I did not sell the interviews. Okay? I did, however, yell at the media. I did, however, tell CNN just what I thought about them. Okay? I made men and women that worked for certain media blush. It's a pretty good feeling when you have a man blush. I never profited off of anything to do with the Petito case. Okay? Did big tech run commercials on my lives after they were uploaded? Yes, that's big tech. And I don't have a problem taking anything from big tech. Okay? I never asked anybody to donate. People donated, and sometimes people would want to buy flowers or little things to put around each different memorial thing that was there. I didn't have a problem doing that for people. I even went as far as to go into the store and the people, the super chats right there, you can bluntly see it, all these lives are still there, and I would ask them, you want these flowers or these flowers? Everybody knows. I don't recall, as a group out there, ever discussing amongst the group for all platforms to raise money, to ask subscribers for money, for this and that, okay? It's like night and day. What's happening out there is real ugly, man, and the non-disclosure part of this is very, very interesting, okay? I say this because with Operation Coward, which is in full effect, it's just on kind of a hold, okay? I said this a long time ago. We're looking at more or less somewhere around March, the time frame of the month March. But everyone is signing non-disclosures. Why? What is a non-disclosure? Please tell me how you feel about it in the comments. I am not the YouTube channel that has all the answers, that's not going to interact with you, not going to shoot your ideas or comments or thinking down, okay? Please leave it in the comments. There's a reason that I'm asking this, because I find it very strange. Doing Operation Coward, many people have reached out to me for Operation Coward and gave me information about the Coward. In doing so, I will tell the internet, okay, that maybe said and said had reached out to me. And boy, oh boy, is that a whole different subject, because the internet will then tell me about these people's character, okay? But a lot of these people are signing non-disclosures, okay? Back to falling out with these people. I've said it numerous times, not to repeat myself. However, the point where scared to death, and then the point to I think he'll fanboy me is very strange. I know that the Coward has a non-disclosure. I know the Coward's boss, also out of Texas. The media manager for the Wells is non-disclosure. Why do we keep seeing the same channels that are okay with Mr. Wells interview him? What have we learned new? Not much. You see the same questions getting asked from the same people, whether it's Jody Sue or Hunter or Mr. Wells himself or Robin or whatever have you. No matter what channel they pick, it's certain channels, and they say it's the same questions. Okay, what is a non-disclosure? What is people missing here? Am I late on the train here, or am I just the only YouTuber talking about this? Leave it in the comments. But I think there's something weird with these non-disclosures. Okay, I understand. In my eyes here, when I hear non-disclosure, I personally only know one person to ever sign one that I've interacted and talked to before, and that is, shout out to Bill. He is a dude that I used to work with down South Florida, who personally worked for Mr. Donald Trump. Mr. Trump has people sign non-disclosures in his businesses, okay? And basically, the meat and potatoes of that is, he does not want you discussing any personal details outside of that business environment, okay? So, fired, quit, whatever the scenario is, what is to be talked about, or what you have seen and dealt with, especially indirectly with Mr. Trump, is to be left right there. Now, this said person, he may have signed it, but he still talked to certain people about it, okay? But the point is here, Mr. Trump is a smart businessman. He's basically making people sign a legal narrative. When you leave here, what stays over here at Trump whatever, stays over here. Don't go over here. It is a legal narrative, okay? It's a legal narrative, okay? Why are all these people signing this narrative? Why? And what do I mean by that? Well, going back to the same channels with the same interviews, the same people, why hasn't anybody beyond that? Why is Dr. Phil the only one to get Mrs. Candace and ask the hard questions? Why? Has anyone drilled Mr. Wells? I could be late. No, it's a narrative. It's a narrative, people. It's a narrative. Okay? It's not normal to go from scared to fanboy. No, that's not normal. I don't have a problem, okay, with my videos getting commercial revenue from big tech. I don't have one problem doing that. I'll go as far as to say I tried to be civil about this situation and nice about it. Upon being further attacked, involving my wife, saying nasty things, I still don't have a problem exposing it further and letting big tech put revenue, ad money on the videos. I don't have any issue with that one bit. I sleep just fine at night. The problem here is, and also with that, these videos do better than most of my other videos. I'm smart enough to realize that, and so are you. I'll leave it in the comments, but I don't have an issue with it, okay? I can realize it, I can see. I can think for myself, and so can you. Just as I can, other people here directly involved with shenanigans, whether it's the coward or whether it's dog poop on ground, if you don't think that they know that the drama sells, no matter what the circumstance is, man, you'd have to be crazy. They do know that. And at the end of the day, it's exploiting. These are two different cases. The things that I see now, I did not see over there. However, it's different scenarios. There was no big bad wolf out here with us when I was seeking justice for Gabby. And there wouldn't be. Any big bad wolf or anybody, any wolf who tried to bark and let his nuts hang and come around me and my friends, I scared them off. Okay? This is real life, not the internet. It's one thing to make a video about White Boy. It's one thing to talk crap in the comments. It's another thing to say it to my face. I am 235 pounds of raw man. There were no big bad wolves out there. I promise you. In some lives you look for, you'll see the little wolves that went woof, woof, turned around and went. This case is there's a big bad wolf with a manager and non-disclosures. I think people should start looking into this. The non-disclosure part of this whole thing is very strange to me. Again, when I'm out there, never, ever would I disrespect the Petito family and say things like, Gabby Petito is a cash cow. I would never disrespect them, and I would never say that. Either did Molly. But now over here, Summer Wells is a cash cow, apparently. From her own words. The coward. There were no big bad wolves over here. But the coward says you want to get rich, get involved in missing children. His words, not mine. It has gotten to be beyond disgusting what has happened throughout this whole thing. And I can only compare it. A lot of people, now that I'm speaking up against these people, a lot of people ask me questions, and I cannot answer them all, okay? Looking back, thinking back, this goes deeper than you may think. A lot of you may not think it, or you may not know it, and a lot of you do know this. A lot of you, what I'm about to say, a lot of you have been telling me this for a long time. You look at people on dog poop on the ground, you could not find a video on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Minds, Twitter, anything that I have before Gabby Petito. When you look into certain people involved, in this case over here, Summer Wells, it gets very deep. What happened in the cash case? Shenanigans. What happened in the Chris Watts case? Shenanigans. What happened in the Sandy Hook Elementary School case? Shenanigans. I think these crisis actors have played themselves. All of them. But there is good people in this genre. There's good people in the genre with good intentions. Okay? I think that some people have, if anybody was to have hate for poop on the ground, real hate, it should be me. They burnt me. At sometimes I feel embarrassed to have been stand with them. But meeting the family and hearing it from the family's mouth reassures me. And that's just what you know as far as family members. I'll say that. But I should be the one with the most hate. It's fine to expose it, but it would be wrong for some people to be so fed up for supporting, at one time really supporting poop on the ground, and then seeing shenanigans here with lately, and then you're so fed up that you support cowards. I think you should find channels that have good intentions. Some people hate on them so hard that they'll go and entertain the coward, when at the end of the day, they are no different, not too far from in between, and most likely are in cahoots. If I could only prove that, and I'm working on it. Lastly, I'm going to close on this. To my subscribers that do not watch true crime stuff, that are here for my prison experiences. I did a poll this weekend, and overwhelmingly it says for me to do both, and that's what I'm going to do. There came a point where I left the laundry case, didn't want to talk about it anymore, decided to continue to report on true crime and missing people. But sometimes when the prison videos come, there are people that are so interested in this, it doesn't matter what the video I do is about. It could be like the time that dude shanked this guy right in the throat. People will come and comment, did you see what happened with Brian Laundrie had 20,000? So, and I appreciate all of you who say that. I'm just explaining to my subscribers that were here from the beginning, there is no going back for me. I think there's some type of purpose for me. A lot of people know what I say what I mean what I say. I'm not gonna say cash cow or to get involved, to get rich. I have good intentions, I have a good heart, and I think you should find channels that have the same. I understand truly and how you feel if you've been burnt. I get it. But just direct the energy the right way. And on that one, I'm out. It's White Wallet Down Radio. Smash and subscribe. And much love and respect.
I could care less about that attorney and whatever he feels and thinks about. That family has ignored phone calls. That girl used to live there.